hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn. Hello, Cappies. This is Christelle Martinette here, and I'm here for a reading for the month of June. Did we say? June. Okay. I'm going to be using two tarot decks. The first is for the first half of the reading. Get ready. It's going to be sexy. All of those of you who do not like me to use those cards, shut the video off right now, and the rest stay. It's the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Then we have, for the second half of the reading, is the Cleopatra Tarot. All right, so let me start by saying go visit my website, www.christellemartinette.com. www.christellemartinette.com. There might be something that, one of my services that you might need. Who knows? Who knows? Hello, everybody out there. Hello. Remember, I said it. If you get offended by these cards, please leave the room. A lot of people are offended. But, you know, you do what you want to do, really, I guess. If everybody had a channel, they do what they want to do on their own channel. Right? I like to vary the decks that I use. I have a lot of different decks, and so I break them all in, and we've used these before. All right, let's start. I'll put 10 cards, and I'll show you those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's take a look. Now, I have the first card here is the Six of Swords. I'm going to lower this light here. Okay, the Six of Swords. Then we have here the Temperance card. The Temperance card. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at it, and I saw this water, and I was saying the Temperance. This is the Star. I'm sorry. This is the Star. Here it is. And then then there is the Seven of Wands. Oh, tonight is a beautiful night outside in Rome. And I was walking down the street, and I was thinking, gee, it's probably tomorrow there's going to be a storm. And so I was distracted before I came here. This is the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. So we have the Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords. We have this Star card. And now we have the Empress, Capricorn, the Empress. This is the Three of Swords. So we have our fair share number of swords, Capricorn. Here we have the Knight of Coins. Earth signs out there. The Ace of Wands. The Page of Coins. We have the Queen of Swords. Geez, I mean, lots of swords here. And then the Ace of Swords. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Capricorn, look, I have here a lot of, well, let's start by saying that out of 10 cards, we have two major arcana. Right, two major arcana. They're at the top. What kind of major arcana? We have this creative energy of the Empress, and we have the Star card. They're excellent cards for a reading. Now, in June, I see you as coming in to a, you come in with the idea, it's time for me now to literally take my things and go. I'm ready to take my things and go. Or at least to plan to take my things and go. And you start, I see you even going and putting your things in boxes, even that, that intention that you have. You literally want to prepare yourself. Now, you have on your side, to guide you, you have this sort of motivation that you've had for about the last 3 months. And, well, even before the beginning of the year, so it's probably around nine months. And you are like a horse who's dying to run and run and run and go and go. I see you as doing this. You're impatient now. Now is the time you feel like you've got to move. You've got to do something. You've got to move. And so it's not anxiety. It's not what I'm seeing, the anxiety. It's not anxiety, but it's restlessness. That's what I'm seeing. You're restless because you're on the move. You're on the go. You want to move. And you've got a lot of energy there, creative energy. You're ready to even start a new business, something. Or what about if I just go to that town, put out a little table on the corner? Who knows what completely you dream like this during your days. Now, there is something here. There is this three of swords. All right. Today I'm in mourning because yesterday I lost 2 cards of my most treasured deck of the VERA SIBILLA. Now I have this other deck of the VERA SIBILLA that I love, absolutely love, I love. But to see a few cards missing is always a very sad thing for a reader. So I have this other deck, and I'm going to highlight this 3 of Swords because, this 3 of Swords looks to me as if you are, it's not really pain, emotional pain. I'm not reading it as emotional pain. So what do I have? I've got this fidelity, fedeltà. Then I have here the priest, sacerdote. And then I have fortune, fortuna. And it looks like to me as if you were after something that you couldn't get. Literally, what we can't have, is usually someone who's already in a relationship or someone who seems to be evanescent. They're just when you think they're there, then they disappear. You can't get them. And these are people who are very, very busy in work, are very, very busy in another relationship, are just not ready for a relationship. But I'm seeing it also as someone like a clergyman who doesn't get into a relationship. And you are very attracted this month, it looks like to me, Capricorn, to a level of spirituality that is quite different from the past, it looks like to me. And but you will not do without. It's not that you're going to become you yourself part of the clergy. No, by no means. You really have this life, a zest for life, and what it means to be. You are material girls and boys. With your feet on the ground. Now, having said that, there is here undoubtedly a very strong passion. And as I said before, you're not anxiety ridden, but you're on the move. There is this restlessness. Here, I see a passion that's turning into restlessness, as if it's not being answered, as if you're not getting what you want. And here I'm thinking in terms of physical contact. You're not getting that physical contact. You're not getting the satisfaction of being eye to eye with someone that you are interested in. And you try to, reason it out, and you say, oh, well, I didn't care anyway. I mean, that person doesn't give me anything. And who cares? Who cares anyway, But underneath it all, you really do care. And you just, like a remote, you switch the channel and you start doing something else. Just switch the channel and go somewhere else. But your mind still comes back there in the month of June. And I'm seeing here as if you really want to see a sign. You're looking out for signs. You're looking, those of you who believe in angels, those of you who call them spirit, those of you who call them guides, some spiritual entity, all right? You think and you talk to, and you pray or chant or recite invocations. But it's a month where You are looking for communication of a different dimension. Now, you don't have very much patience. I have to say that, and it's very clear here. The month of June is just trying your patience. And you don't have patience for small talk, for superficial talk. You just don't, you can't settle for that. Now, I'm going to take a few more cards on this last Ace of Swords. And I've got here a card that's flying around. And that's how I lose them always. Sorpresa, surprise. Mercante, merchant. And Vedovo, the widower. It looks like to me that you are literally burying, metaphorically, I meant, burying someone who no longer serves you. Once and for all, you're going to get them out of your life, out of your mind, out of your bed, out of your home. That's enough. You say basta in the month of June. Now, I have to say, though, that there is, it's a consequence of animosity between you and another person. It's a consequence of bad blood. It's a consequence of just, we are not made for each other. We just aren't. Let's tell each other. Let's admit it. Let's acknowledge it. We're adults, And I see this as playing out in that fashion. There's no regrets at all on your part, at all. You're ready, as I said at the beginning of the reading, you're ready to move on and go places, really go places. And your intentions, the month of June is about having the intentions to move and to go. Literally movement in terms of picking up and going to different job, different house, different, wanting to do something because you're restless. And because many of you have this story with a person that you have, it's the last draw. It's the last draw. It's the last draw. That's enough. Now, another few cards I want to take from the bottom of the deck over this page of coins. And over the page of coins, I have here Leggerezza, the lightness of being. And I have Superbia, which is, vanity. And Conversazione, conversation. Now, you do get your share of interaction, all right? You do get your share of interaction. There are people who walk in and walk out of your life, sliding door type thing. And that too, you take a step back and look at your past, say, year in review, and you think, I don't want to put up with that garbage anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. This is not me. I'm saying no. And so you do, the month of June is a month that you say no. You say absolutely no. Well, I hope this part of the reading was of help to you, Capricorn, CC. And I'll pull these up. And now what I'm going to do is mix the Cleopatra deck and that was for the moon, sun, and rising. Capricorn, moon, sun, and rising. Now I'm going to lay one card for every zodiac sign in relation to you. So it's not about them, it's about how that person acts, relates to you in the month. And their zodiac sign, moon sign, or rising sign, if you know it. Like I always say, we may not have 12 zodiac signs in our life. I put them all out because some people do, some people don't. You just take heed of what is relevant to you. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, another Capricorn, or you yourself, Aquarius, and Pisces. Let's get the show on the road. So for an Aries the Aries is represented here by the King of Coins, which is usually the Capricorn, that would be you, And it seems that with this Aries person, Capricorn, the roles have switched. You are in their shoes, they are in your shoes. You're looking at them, they're almost mimicking you, the way you act, and you become more like the way they act. You're on the go, you want to start, you want to do something new, you want to do something, you want to change. Instead, they are taking their time and reminding you, look, be prepared, have another job before you leave another job. It's not, the market is not good to change or purchase a house or sell your house, things like that. Then we have the Taurus card is the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords. Look, this Queen of Swords could be a male, female, this Taurus in your life, Capricorn. You will butt horns with them, and they will get the better of it. And if you're in a relationship with a Taurus, you can bet your bottom dollar that if you're restless and want to say basta, they'll do it before you do. So think about that. Gemini, the Gemini person is represented by the 9 of Coins. This is a person who's very, very, I would like to say wealthy, but it's not wealthy in economic terms. They're highly spiritual. They have, well, let's put it this way. They're people who have a world of wealth around them, wealth in spiritual terms. They have a highly refined spiritual nature in the way they interact with other people. This is a beautiful person for you to have to interact with in June. Then the Cancer card, the Cancer person is represented by the King of Swords. Now we have both the King and the Queen of Swords, and this is interesting because it tells me, Capricorn, that there are many people. There are many people who want to interact. There are many people who want to reason with you, talk to you. They value your opinion. They want to get, well, would you do this if I'm going to do this? What is your take on that? They want to, and this Cancer is one of them. Then we have the Leo card. The card that represents Leo in the month of June for you is the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands. Now, the Leo person, from what I'm looking at here, is not the best company for you in the month of June. Why? Because they have so many problems of their own. They have a world on their shoulders that they're carrying around, and you may want to steer clear of that. Then we have the Virgo person, the Page of Swords here too. This is a younger person in relation to you. Could be a younger sibling, could be a son, a daughter, a younger friend. That tells you is in need to communicate, is in need of communicating with you. They need to interact with you. They need to, here too, give you information. They want to speak to you. They want to provide you with information because they think they have something interesting for you. They think that they have knowledge that you could use, and they do. Then we have the Libra person that's potentially in your life, and it's represented by this 8 of Coins. Here too, this is a person who has your best interests in business in mind. If you're in business, if you have a partner that is a Libra, you can trust them. Here I'm seeing it also as a valid partner in crime in all senses. You want to go to a movie, they'll be ready. You want to, let's take a weekend tour, let's take a road trip, they'll always be ready in the month of June. Then we have the Scorpio person is represented by the 7 of Cups. Well, if that Libra is ready to go with you on a road trip and do everything, this Scorpio is just, I could say, perhaps a little confused. They think, well, Capricorn, they'll say, we could do this, or we could do that, or maybe we could do that, but I don't know, so they're a bit disoriented. They may need time, alone time, And then we have the Sagittarius person, which is represented by the Five of Wands here. This is a person who's going to make, call on your self-irony, make you laugh at yourself, try to induce you to laugh at yourself. And not the entire month, you're not in that frame of mind, however. Then we have another Capricorn in your life, which is represented by the Two of Cups. Now, if there is another Capricorn in your life, this is a person perhaps you have a relationship with, or you have a partnership of some kind with, but it is the best person to be with during that month of June. If this relates to you, it relates to the fact that you are taking two sides, each side of the coin, and tossing around ideas. It reminds me, it tells me, Capricorn, that since you are saying basta, it's as if you are trying to see from two different perspectives a situation involving a companion. And your notion about what a companionship should be like is going to change this month. Then we have the card representing the Aquarius person potentially in your life, and it is the Hanged Man. Now, here too, similarly to you being the devil's advocate, looking from different positions and trying to understand things from a different perspective, the Aquarius invites you to do that. The Aquarius allows you to do that. The Aquarius shows you, look, Capricorn, don't you think if you did this, try it? And they invite you to look outside the box, to reason outside the box. Then we have Pisces here. The card that represents Pisces is the Six of Swords. Now, this Pisces is a person who will be present for you. They will allow you to know how they feel, and they are wanting to make plans for the future with you. But for the month of June, they are fairly unavailable because they're busy. Well, I hope this was of help to you, ladies and gentlemen, Capricorn friends. Do subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, and like and share my videos. I'd love that. Namaste. And until we read together again, I'll be back for the new moon reading, and I'm looking for my cursor on this computer so I can turn the video. Here it is. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.